Okay, Michelle Jordan. Jonathan, sorry, I meant to say. I don't know if we are live on Facebook, but let's just start, okay? I'm not gonna say much. I'm gonna do a lot of talking today. I just want to figure out how this thing works, and we are good to go. Mali, Mali, when Mali, Istandane ne family, we are so Sukani Sama, Maya Kalangawe, Pati Huimbagi, so normally, our Portuguese and Jalo and Mali, Johnny, Johnny, Mali, Mali. Okay. Welcome to our presentation, everybody. Those that are joining me here on Facebook. I'm not seeing anybody on Facebook, but let me just recognize those that are here. I'd like to welcome you all, Maria, Bob Owino, and Sbongile, and Michelle Jonathan. Thank you all for making the time to be here with me and attending this presentation. This is a regular presentation. It's a recurring presentation, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 12 p.m. and on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Saturdays at 10 a.m. we host some some open mic sessions. So we are live on Facebook. And I'm not gonna do much of talking because I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out how to go live on YouTube. Telegram I'm not too worried about, but particularly YouTube. But going forward, tomorrow you will see our YouTube channel will start becoming busy and stuff, so I'll be testing it this afternoon. But nonetheless, thank you guys for being here. Let me play the video and then you guys can ask the questions after. That's gonna be about 24 minutes, just in time for us to finish the presentation, and then we'll open up for Q&A. Thereafter, we will then finish up. So let me just admit one last person. Just bear with me. Welcome, Matsidiso Matlala.
Good morning, thanks.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay, this is not the one that I want to play. It's not going to be a long...
Good afternoon.
Yes, it's good afternoon. I'm just trying to look for that presentation, the final one. Then I will be good to go. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to search for it, unless if it's in my videos here. Okay, it's not here. Meantime, while I'm still looking for this thingy, on Saturday, actually, I don't know if you guys, most of you missed the what you call it, the open mic session, but there was a lot of things, very interesting things that were being said in that presentation. So I just want to engage with you while I'm looking for this presentation, particularly this one. Leader Zama was there, and he mentioned a lot of things. I believe all of you guys are already existing Evorich members. So, you know, it's very important that you are like plugged in into your business, because if you are not, then it makes it difficult. It makes it difficult for others. I mean, it makes it difficult for you to understand where exactly you are. Okay, so we spoke a lot about CRU, particularly CRU. Okay, why? Because we are already in it, and the reason why things are being done in CRU, okay, the main reason why things are being done the way that they are being done, it's very important for you to know. Okay, cryptocurrency, you need to understand how cryptocurrency works and why it works like that. Okay, so if you don't understand how cryptocurrency works, then it's a problem. It becomes a problem. It becomes a problem because, let me see if I can find it on another computer, because this one is just taking up my time. If you don't understand why like cryptocurrency, the background of cryptocurrency, and the reason for you to retain the assets that you are having, then it makes it difficult for you to really appreciate what you are having. Okay. Bitcoin didn't become Bitcoin overnight. Certain things happened in the background before it became Bitcoin. Okay. What else? CRU, just like any other cryptocurrency, is not going to become CRU and have a price tag of $1, $2, $1,000 without any background work that needs to happen. Okay, so it needs to be clear to our people as to why. But our people need to understand cryptocurrency, so it's very important that people start paying attention. Okay, and then the other thing, for this cryptocurrency to be visible to the public, because we are very quick to, you know, like wanting to speed up the process and wanting this thing to get to the market quickly. So there's something that I always say about cryptocurrency that a lot of people don't pay attention to, is that if you are doing things prematurely because you are rushing to achieve a certain goal, like make profit, as an example, you are putting your project at risk, because once something goes to the public, then it gets crucified. I don't know if you understand. It's now you are giving it to the vultures. So people that are inside, that are on the market, are what? They are okay. They are sitting there like hawks. It's not everybody that will like what you are doing. This life-changing opportunity, it's not everybody that will be happy for us and applaud us for achieving what we want. Remember, every project has got its own community. So, Crypto Unit is one of the most unique projects there has ever been in the market. Okay, So if we are going to be fast, going to be very quick and wanting this project to work in our favor, meaning we will just want to benefit from it without doing proper research and what do you call it, and positioning ourselves properly, because it's all about positioning, right? Then we are going to fail in what we are trying to do. Our project is going to be just like any other cryptocurrency that's on CoinMarketCap and rank low, 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 low. So it's time to really do our homework and trust our leaders. In what they are trying to do for us. Because without these Telegram groups, without unity, if we are not united, we are not wanting to do the best for our own projects, then we are going to fail. Then all our money, some people have put in a lot of money. Let's think about them at least. To say they have sacrificed so much money because they believed in this initiative. Remember, it wasn't a project before. It was an initiative before. Okay? So if we are going to be not considerate of others and their hard-earned money, not to say yours is little, but just to say that they sacrificed because they were sold something that wasn't necessarily 100% true, right? So they were misinformed because perhaps their upliners were also misinformed. So I always say that sometimes the information is filtered down incorrectly from the top. Do you see? So that is why people became very disappointed and less interested in our project. Okay? Which is fine. But it's not fine because now it gives the company a different image. You see? People start labeling the company and calling it a scam and all sorts of things. And the haters are very happy to hear that, actually. We think we are trying to badmouth it, but you are already a part of the community. And you are badmouthing your own project. Look at this thing. I've been looking for this. I didn't even see that it was right under my nose. So with this program Income Booster, right, if you may let me, we are trying to correct the previous mistakes of our leaders that were misinformed. Okay? We are trying to correct the mistakes. So these mistakes can only be corrected when we are paying attention and we are understanding our business better. And this project, you cannot do it alone, guys. You need people. You need people to be there. Like, you need a community, the same way as we are trying to grow this CRU token of ours and bringing upon awareness of our WCRU. If you understand the vision and the mission of the new economic evolution of the world, then you'll understand. Actually, I'm going to play a short video to paint a picture to you guys as to what does really the new economic evolution of the world stand for. All right, what is the main mission of the new economic evolution of the world? It's not just about you having dividends and getting paid. It's a total game changer. It's life changing, if you understand. So I'm just gonna see if I can play this actually, because I have it under my videos, and then we'll start doing this presentation. So I wanted to be clear with you guys that it's not just for the benefit of you, but it's for the benefit of all your future generations. It's you and your future generations. Forget about yourself for now. Okay, you've got kids, you've got grandkids, etc. So This is, I paid attention to this video that I always play inside these presentations, and it actually did some research around the village. It used to be a village. Imagine now your village in Zambia, Tatehama. Imagine your village now is transformed to this kind of luxury village. I mean, it's one of the richest villages in China. It's so upmarket, yet it used to be a village because the people there were farmers. So imagine what Andre is trying to do actually with this whole ecosystem is trying to transform our lives for us to become better people, to become wealthy, and we all need to be united. This thing of taking sensitive information from the company, because we have to be like, it's the inner circle information, taking it and feeding it to the vultures out there, we are destroying ourselves. That is why our coin will go down, and we will not see what we are trying to do. Okay, so welcome, Leader Zotto. I just wanted to show you guys this small thing, right? So look at the new economic evolution of the world as a project like this, okay? Then take it from here and see yourself in the future where you will be, the potential, a life-changing potential opportunity, right? So that's what Andre is trying to do for us. It's just that it was never, maybe it's not clear enough as to where we are going as a community and why it was done. So this village is called Hauchi. Okay, so I'm gonna play just this short video. It's gonna take, it's 5 minutes long. I don't know if I should play it, but let me just show you something so that you guys can understand exactly what is happening and why it's being done like that. So I hope it paints a better picture as to why, what is the new economic evolution of the world, where we are going as a community, and why are we doing income booster. Okay, income booster is like one of the things that will feed or help speed up the process, because it actually feeds money into the ecosystem. And when the money is there, then we start generating income in a form of dividends. We start generating income for our entities and stuff. Okay, I don't know if this thing is taking forever to open, but let's just be patient. So this place is one of the most unique places in the world. You will never see it anywhere. And it's true. It's a true thing. It's not something that we are speculating, and it's like a fairy tale. It's there. Okay, my computer is very, very slow, so please forgive me. I will send you the link. I cannot send videos. It's 5 minutes long. It's 5 minutes long, so I can't really send it. Come on now. Or should I play it here? Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, even here is fine. I don't know why it took so long to respond, but I'll just paint a picture. I hope it paints that picture so that you guys can understand the mission of the new economic evolution of the world and why it's being done. Imagine yourself in the future, you are living like these people. So how would it be for you? Still thinking, guys. Please forgive me. I'm trying to set up these computers. They're extremely slow. I should have just used my own computer, and then, but hopefully I'll get all these bugs out by close of business today.
Here's a village in China, but you wouldn't call it rural backwaters. This village has its own skyscraping 5-star hotel and a brand new fleet of helicopters, all paid for. In fact, the village is powered by the earnings of its own corporation, a publicly listed conglomerate with 57 subsidiaries that's now worth at least 10 billion Singapore dollars. And who are the shareholders? Well, they're the villagers, most of whom are still officially registered as farmers on paper, but are in fact cash-rich, asset-rich, and each pay an average of $112,000 a year in taxes.
我在车上听导游说，平均每个村民能够发到10万的那个钱，他们那个年终的奖金有80%是作为入股的，然后20%是作为现金给你的。
The unique blend of socialism and capitalism practiced here has in fact worked so well that it seems to have impressed even the new leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un. Starting from June this year, the mysterious regime is known to have sent around 50 of its young graduates here to learn the ropes of tourism. Welcome to China's richest village. We are off on a 2-hour drive northwards from Shanghai, China's largest city, to Huaxi, China's richest village. Located within the Jiangsu province, Huaxi village touts itself as the world's #1 village. An overstatement, perhaps, but not many of its visitors would challenge its claim.
很早就听说这个华西村的名气非常大，然后看了之后百闻不如一见吧，见了之后感觉还是名副其实的。
这里跟你的老家很不一样啊。
这里跟我老家不一样了，这里的发展的快，我们那里还比较落后的。
Indeed, the moment you enter the village, you feel like you've just set foot in a plush residential district. No muddy fields, no scarecrows, no shoddy farmhouses. What you see are rows and rows of 2 to 3-story villas, comfortably spaced with pockets of greenery in between. And at the center of Huaxi village is a common retail and relaxation square. These pagodas are homes to different facilities, one of which houses a hospital that provides health care for its residents free of charge. And towering above the rest is this 72-story super tower, the Longxi International Hotel. It's now the 8th tallest building in China and 15th tallest in the world. I'm now on top of the old pagoda, which houses a 3-star hotel and a retail complex. Now, this used to be the landmark of the village, and it was the tallest building here, but has since been overtaken by the Longxi International Hotel over there, which stands at 328 meters. Now, given the village's economic power, I'm sure the building could have gone higher, but the old village chief, Wu Renbao Xiansheng, Mr. Wu, wants to make sure that it doesn't outrival the tallest building in Beijing, and this is a show of his respect to the party's central leadership. Huaxi's economic success can be largely attributed to the flair and vision of one man, its first village chief, Wu Renbao.
我们现在呢，已经在这个最高层了，
就在这球里面。
对，大圆球里面。为什么要造一栋这个328米高楼呢？因为这个目前为止北京的最高栋大楼国贸37，它就是328米高。老书记说要跟这个党中央保持高度一致，不能超过这个北京了。
All of Huaxi's visitors are told of Mr. Wu's allegiance to the Chinese Communist Party and firm belief in socialism. In fact, the 84-year-old now delivers a daily lecture, sometimes up to 3 sessions a day depending on visitor numbers, just to drive home his message. But if not for Mr. Wu's part compliant, part defiant approach in the 60s, the Huaxi miracle wouldn't have been possible.
我们是农民，农民呢不能单单耕种土地，还要搞工业、搞商业。
During the Cultural Revolution from 1966 to 1976, factories were closed and productions were banned. But Mr. Wu boldly carried on running a small factory in the village while keeping an eye out for last-minute raids. He laid low when he was singled out for his capitalist streak, but he also had the last laugh when he finally got to put his business acumen to good use with the end of China's class struggle. The Jiangsu Huaxi Group now has business dealings in everything from agriculture, textile, steel, logistics, finance to tourism. To put things in perspective, a village, the smallest administrative unit in China, is like a neighborhood in Singapore. When Huaxi was first founded in 1961, It occupied an area of just 0.96 kilometers square, even smaller than Gardens by the Bay. Only after absorbing around 20 of its poorer neighboring villages in 2001, it has become a larger village spanning 35 kilometers square, roughly the size of our Bedok plus Changi area. So imagine having a hotel of this scale in your backyard. It's quite a feat, isn't it? Next, we'll look at how the benefits actually trickle down to its residents.
Okay, so I hope, excuse me, I hope you've taken down some notes on that presentation, that small presentation. It's not a presentation, it's just a video of this Hauchi village as to how it works, and you know how. Okay, let's be interactive. Okay, let's just try to be interactive here. Who are the main beneficiaries in this Hauchi initiative? Who are the main beneficiaries? Okay, I'm trying to paint a picture here for you guys to understand better. The beneficiaries, the stakeholders of this project are the villagers themselves, people that live there. Okay, so what is it that they are benefiting? I could play another video so that you guys can understand. They are getting paid. They are having a they are starting all these projects, right? Industrial. Maybe I should play the other video. Industrial projects, right? So that these projects can generate income. And from the income, that's how the dividends get paid. So they are getting around $112,000 per year. Okay? $112,000 per year in dividends. And you are getting a house. Okay? I think maybe the next video will paint a better scenario. You are getting a villa, a luxury villa. You saw all those villas for free because you are a resident. You are getting a very luxurious car. Okay? You are getting free medical care for free. You are also getting free cooking oil. Okay? Not necessarily the grocery, but the grocery, the food there is very cheap at the stores. So I did like follow it up and try to understand exactly, because it's mentioned in one of the videos, the marketing videos for Crypto Unit. They mentioned Hauchi, and I went in and I researched about Hauchi just to understand, to have a better understanding as to how this project is working and where did it come from. So the one thing that I want to, like, the point that I'm trying to drive at is that this was first initiated or conceptualized in 1961. This concept, now the people are living that life that they wanted to live, okay? But it was first conceptualized in 1961. And this video, I think it was in 2018, the one that you were watching, they were just talking about it. That guy, I don't remember his name, but the founder, that old man, he's 84 years old at the time. He was still alive, and the project was already, like, it had already materialized. So 1961 to 2018, it's how many years? But the people are already living there. They are living that dream that he always had. Okay? So what does this say about the new economic evolution of the world? The new economic evolution of the world, or the CRU program, in fact, the new economic evolution of the world was conceptualized around 2018, okay, as a vision of Andrei Kovratov. Okay? Crypto Unit program was conceptualized in 2018, and then it was executed in 2019. That's when it was launched. So the message that I'm trying to bring across here is we shouldn't rush. Because 1961 to 2018, or even before, when all these things were being developed in these villas, because as you can see, the villas are there, they're beautiful, they are very luxurious, people are driving. I'll show you the next video. People are driving their dream cars. Nothing but the best that they are driving there. Their kids are having free education in like a high standard education, okay? Not cheap, like public schools that we are having here in South Africa. That, you know, like low grade education, okay, or whatever. Maybe I'm just being I'm being harsh, but the level of education is high, and we are, imagine us having that, right, in the next generations to come. Your kids are living in those villas that you didn't live in. Your grandchildren are living in those villas. They are driving those cars. They are having the life that you never had. So it's all about building a legacy. But you need to start. You have started already. Don't rush the process, because if you do rush the process, then you are not really interested in the vision, in the future. Because your time will come. You might be lucky. We might be lucky and still enjoy the benefits of this project, of this this dream that Andre is having for us. Okay? So these people are not getting dividends from the money that they put in. They are getting dividends from the money that these factories and industrial places are making. I will play the next video so that you guys can see. Right? They are getting the dividends from there. That's how they're getting up in a year $112,000. They are all millionaires. All of them. The only thing is they contribute towards tax also. So money is like circulating in the same village kind of thing. So that's exactly what Andre is trying to do. He's trying to like drive us there where we are a community globally of people. If he can just get at least 1% or 10% of the world population to believe in his dream, then he would have created a lot of millionaires and billionaires for that matter, just with his dream. Okay? I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's what made me sit and think and actually be interested in finding out about this village. Where is it coming from? Is it real? Because people are asking questions, but is this thing real? So imagine you're having Skyway shares. You are having crypto unit tokens, which you can cash out anytime. You can stake for UNTB, and UNTB will be, or is a utility token, right? A blockchain token, which you can, it's like your cash cow. Imagine you living off your cash cow. You don't even have to cash out the actual CRU that you are having. You can cash out the UNTB. And you must remember what the CRU program gave birth to. It gave birth to all these entities that we are having inside our ecosystem. I think you all know what they are. UGain, if you understand what UGain is. UGPay, it's where we're buying our security token. And UGain actually is very, very powerful. A lot of people are not taking it seriously, but it's one of the most powerful. Because now we will be having we'll be having our own preferred suppliers. Imagine you are having a business somewhere, and you know as an entrepreneur, it's not easy for you to grow your business or take it to the next level. There's a lot of money that needs to come out first from your pocket. And then you will be able to do what? You'll be able to start marketing, and then slowly over the years, you'll be able to be recognized as a brand. Do you see? It's not easy. It's not easy to be an entrepreneur, to start something from scratch. Unless if you are buying a franchise. But still, even if it's a franchise, you are still going to wait for 5 years before you can start seeing profit. So I'm just surprised at people being in this business of ours and expecting dividends now. The dividends you are getting, those profit bonuses, those loyalty bonuses, there's it was just a good gesture to keep you and to show appreciation that we do appreciate you guys. You're still here. Doesn't matter if it's 20 cents. The fact of the matter, you're getting something. Think long term. Think about your kids, think about their kids and their kids, your great-grandchildren in the next 10 generations at least. So we are well positioned, we are in the right company. Without a doubt, we are in the right company. And if we having that mentality that, we are in the right company, let's give it enough support. Meantime, what's going to help this ecosystem to get the money that it's supposed to get? Because we started these companies from nothing through the crypto unit program. That is why Income Booster was there to answer the question, when are we getting paid? Getting paid on what? What is it that you did? Did you invest some money? The answer is no. You bought education and you got some crypto unit token, bonus tokens or token bonus in your back office. Crypto unit points in your back office, which were later converted into actual tokens after the blockchain or before the blockchain, the internal blockchain, after they unfroze in 365 days. Then in March, April, we were able to convert that into actual security tokens. So if you give yourself time to think about what's happening in the cryptocurrency space, you will realize that security tokens, in fact, I'm talking serious investors now, people with real money, they actually looking for opportunities like these. And what is it that's going to help our CRU to grow? Is the support, is to first get the necessary education about what is it that you are in, about your own project, about your own product, about your own company, so that you can better understand what is it that what was the initial plan? We are going this way, and this is the ultimate, the ultimate goal. We need to reach this. We need to give it time. Guys, 1961 to 2018, at the least. It's how many years? Let's give it 2018 to 1961. It's 57 years old. We are not saying you'll wait 57 years. I'm just saying people by 2018, at year 57, were already living the dream that this old man had. And obviously he started young. He was about 30 something, because in 2018 he was 84. Do you see? Or maybe he was 20 something. And that's after there was a disaster in their own country. Factories were closed, people lost their jobs, they didn't know what else to do. And then he came up with this concept of the Hauchi village for the community, for everyone's benefit. So that's the same thing. I mean, look at what's happening now in the world. People have lost their jobs, people have lost their lives. So it's a disaster. So we are well positioned in this company to actually be appreciating what Andre has done for us already. We are well positioned because, trust me, the paper money is coming to an end, as we all know, right? So what is the next best thing that people are going to secure this paper money? Because they're going to run away from the paper money. They're looking for something that's going to make sense to them to secure their wealth. They're going to go to cryptocurrency, of course, but they are going to be very selective. I'm talking serious investors here. They're going to be very selective as to which cryptocurrencies can they secure or hide their wealth. You see? So they're looking for security tokens, which you have. Our utility token is the face of the concept of the new economic revolution of the world. Have this token and I pay you for keeping it. Nothing of that sort has been done. And because our token is backed by real assets, right? Assets. It doesn't matter whether they are making money or not. The fact of the matter is, even if the money has not started now, but it will come, we know. Because all these entities themselves and every other, the basalt technology, the gold, diamond production, the gold mines and everything, they are already there. They are already putting in the money, but it's not enough to dish out to each and every person to give you that money that you wanted. Do you see? But we are getting there. I'm not worried about myself. Whether I benefit now or I don't while I'm still alive, but at least my kids will benefit. My grandchildren will benefit. My 10 generations from now, they will benefit from my effort now. I'm not worried. I've got other ways to make money if I want to. You see? But what is it that I did? I took the time to educate myself about what's happening in the world and what is the best thing to put your money in. So you are in a company that teaches you about, what you call it? Okay, Shula's presenting. Right, so you are in a company. Can you just press stop sharing there for us? Okay, I'll do this. Okay, so, all right. So, what is it that I wanted to say? Sorry, Sheila, you disturbed me a bit there, but it's okay. Our company, I was just saying that we are in a company that is giving us that education that we need to make the wise decisions, yet we are not paying attention. We are just chasing the money. And I always condemn this thing of people chasing money. Right? Doesn't make any sense at all. Why are you chasing the money? Because you'll get the money, but if you're not financially educated, you're going to waste the money and you're back to square one. You're going to look for the next shiny object. Start chasing the money again. What example are you setting for your kids? Are they supposed to believe in what you are doing? The answer is no. They will not believe in what you are doing. They will think you are playing with them. You are just gambling. You are a gambler. Because they will always say, they've scammed you again. So I'm here to just reassure you guys that you are in the right company. And everything that we are doing in this company is for your own benefit. Even if you are not going to benefit from it now, but your kids are going to benefit, your grandchildren are going to benefit, your great-grandchildren are going to benefit, and 10 generations from now. Think about Skyway. Even if it's not giving you dividends now, but the day it starts making revenue, meaning you're seeing it carrying passengers and doing deliveries here and there, the cargo and everything, that's when you can start expecting dividends. But for now, it's still premature. We are still in the development and testing phase. If you understand project management, a project has got a life cycle. There's an initiation phase, there's a planning phase, there's an execution phase, meaning building, there's a testing phase, and then there's a closure. So it's got 5 life cycles or 5 phases. And every phase will have its own period. I wish people could just start paying attention to the education that they are getting from the company. But it's just unfortunate we are having people that are not educated in terms of finance, in terms of investments, and even network marketing for that matter. Because we are just careless. We are just doing things and running around. Think about your image now. A few years down the line, you've been hopping. Look at the trend. Look at your history. Look at your CV. How many opportunities have you been hopping around? One opportunity to another. Every shiny object. What have you benefited? Fine. Maybe you have erected a house. You have built the house of your dreams. But today you are here. Why? Why are you not financially stable yet? Why are you here? Why are you asking the questions? It's because there's a lesson that you didn't learn along your journey. You see? So there's things that happen. I really, really urge people to go back to the drawing board. Go and study your back office. Go and study this project. Go and read about it if you haven't done so already. Just to try and understand what is this project all about and what are we trying to achieve. Why are we doing these Telegram groups? Why did we initiate this income booster program? When I first came up with income booster, it's one of the models that I'm coming with from my own company, right? So it's just a model. It's just that it was then revamped, repackaged, and made we kind of like upgraded it a bit with incentives. And that was last year already. I started here in April last year. May, there's this burning question. I couldn't sleep. I just thought, because I had a solution, right? But I needed to find a way to bring it to life. So the solution is here. People are still not paying attention. When are we getting paid? It was to answer that question, or maybe to just distract the people from watching the coin. Because I'm observing even on the groups, people are watching the price of the coin. It has to go through that. Bitcoin didn't become $500,000, 500,000 rands, or 500,000 or 1 million overnight. It took it years. Yet Bitcoin is so volatile. Yet you are having a CRU that's got so much weight, better than a Bitcoin, but you are sitting there with your what is it, microscope or whatever it is. You are watching the price. You are frustrating yourself. There's lots of money to be made inside Evorich, and trust me, Leader Zondo is here. She knows how did she get to where she was, because we all downgraded anyway, right? So she knows the money is in the people. She didn't grow to become a top manager because she had put in a lot of money. No. So income booster is there to actually get you there. You need to be like Leader Zondo, you need to be like Leader Snalo, Everybody must benefit. Everybody must grow. Then that question, that burning question of when are we getting paid, will be answered. And people will get the necessary education, because I know for a fact, Leader Zondo has been trying over the years to tell you guys that this company is all about education. The very first time that we ever spoke on the phone, she could tell that I know that this company is an educational platform. And this is the key thing that people need in the world. Do you see? So let's make a change, guys. It's no longer a one-man show thing. We're not going to be applauding one person anymore. Everybody that wants to change their life, they need to do something for themselves. It's not for me. I always say this, that a majority of you guys, you're not in my team. But yet we came up with this for everyone, so that people can start growing. And we know that in this company, for you to be taken seriously, or to even have a say, or to even find a job, to secure a job, you need to prove yourself. They cannot listen to you. You can say whatever and send Leader Zondo or Leader Snalo and say, talk to your people. You need to be heard. So the best thing for you to be heard, the best thing that you can do is to elevate yourself. And how are you going to elevate yourself? Find a way. If it's not income booster, find a way at least, so that you can grow inside the company. I wish people could understand what MLCI means. Multi-level crowd investing. There's 3 things that you get from MLCI. You first have to become a consumer to your own product, meaning you are a client. Those people in Hauchi, they are buying products. They work in 7 days a week. They are buying their own products in their own village, because they've got the money to do it. Apart from the money, they understood it way back, that they had to become clients. And they had, okay, fine, maybe they didn't do the sharing of the opportunity because it was a closed thing. But here we are given an opportunity to start earning inside the company. You are learning, you are getting the education, you are earning on top of it. And then, because you believed in the concept, because a lot of these things, crowd investments means there's this concept, there's this idea that needs funding. And it's the people that are going to buy into this concept. That is why Evercent, you will buy the security token, the Evercent token, you become a co-owner inside Evercent. And I said to you guys, it's not just about the perfume. Some people buy things, but they don't really want them. The bigger thing that they're chasing, even in crypto unit, They were not paying attention to the education. What they wanted were the shares or the cryptocurrency that they wanted. So the same thing is going to happen. History is going to repeat itself. So position yourself, because it's coming. Anytime we will start with crypto, with the Evercent thing. Anytime. It will kick in. From the 20th or the 15th to the 20th or the 22nd going forward. Evercent sales of the token sale are starting. People are going to buy it. I'm advertising this every single day, and people are asking me, how do I get involved? So because I know they are going to buy it, because I want them to benefit and also believe in our company, I do it via Income Booster. Because imagine, people are just buying, like carelessly, randomly, but there's no growth for you. You are the one that brought them here. You are just seeing the money, but you are not growing in the company, and then you wonder, but I've been with this company for so long, but I'm not being listened to. It's because you haven't figured out how to do it smart and how to actually grow, climb up the ladder. Do you see? Excuse me, I just want to plug in my power cable. Otherwise, it's going to die. Please forgive me. Right? So guys, I'm not going to play the video today. We'll do the Income Booster tomorrow, the actual presentation. But let me just play this video for you guys so that at least you have an idea of all the things that I was covering inside my speech. Then we are done for the day, and then I'll open up for Q&A. I hope I've painted a picture, a better picture of what this thing is all about. Okay. My computer is very, very slow. Okay, I hope you are seeing the bigger picture, guys. I really hope you are seeing the bigger picture. Otherwise, if you haven't seen this dream, that's why our introduction video says, do you have a dream? A dream is an what of the perfect reality, is an image of the perfect reality. You must start listening. Don't just think it's videos, that we are having, that we are producing. They are passing a very important message. So I urge you guys to really, really start paying attention to these things that are being said in the company. And you are a part. You are a part of the furniture. Well, not the furniture, but part of the community or the family. This computer is so slow, guys. I'm not used to such a slow computer. I'm gonna give you guys the platform after this one is done. Oh, the other thing that's very important, guys, is that whatever that's being discussed in especially that's why there are closed meetings, so that Andre can address us on the developments, the important information that you need, and you are not entirely lost. You don't have to take that information. That's why there's these NDA, non-disclosure agreements, that you sign, so that you are guaranteeing the company that you will not take this sensitive information, because we are still in the development, taking it outside. The community or the villagers of Hauchi, they don't talk to these press conferences or people, the reporters. because it's sensitive information. So they've learned that you do it like inside, you keep it inside, you don't take it outside.
In Huaxi village, a residence permit is a ticket to a life in luxury. Villagers here automatically become shareholders of the multi-billion-dollar Jiangsu Huaxi Group, and every family lives in a villa, nothing less. The residential area in fact boasts such charming views that it's been a popular backdrop for wedding photography.
我们周围朋友到这里来拍婚纱的人比较多，然后就过来了。
In fact, Huaxi villagers can't even opt out of the opulence. From the 1990s onwards, only villas were built. This European-styled villa, for instance, was completed in 2005. Now let's have a look at the interior and also let's meet the owner. Hello, 葛女士你好，你好。那这个屋子外面都没有围墙，都是这样子吗？
我们这里有临房地，24小时巡逻，大门常常都是没有小偷。
就这样子开着，晚上睡觉也不用关。
不要关，反正没有小偷，最好关起来，没有小偷。
所以这边也没有监狱。
没有。
On the ground floor, there's a little gardening corner, there's a spacious living room, an equally spacious bathroom fitted with rain shower and jacuzzi bathtub, a kitchen and a dining hall. 买的时候是多少钱
？230万。
你自己要付现金吗？还是
不交现金？每年借留下来的股份扣除。
已经付完了吗？这230万？
老早付完。
老早付完哦，可是你05年才搬进来对吧
？05年我们穷家的奖金啊，一年有100万左右了。
2年多就已经付完了。
我们老早就借留下来，老早扣。
And up on the second floor, there are more bedrooms, bathrooms, and an entertainment room.
这个是主卧室。
主卧室是你儿子、
儿媳妇。
那你儿子是什么时候过来这边打工的
？92年，那个时候是走学，高中、大学没考上。他说看到一个报纸，他说一个华西村家家有轿车。他说我不相信，他说我要去看看，
所以他就过来，
就过来看的就在这里了。
Madam Ge's son is Mr. Sun Haiyan, now 40 years old. He impressed the former chief of Huaxi village, Mr. Wu Renbao, with his flair in writing, and subsequently rose through the ranks to become a member of the village government. But Mr. Sun is among the privileged few. Most migrant workers in Huaxi village are not given a residence permit and the stock options that come with it. Now, about 20,000 workers are non-residents. They come from other parts of China, and when they don't have a residency permit with this village, they don't get to enjoy the physical assets like the villas. Instead, most of them live in workers' hostels like this, and some of them also choose to rent a room in the villa from local residents, paying as little as 200 yuan or about 40 Sing dollars a month. Although some key benefits are off limits to migrant workers, many are still happy to keep their jobs in Huaxi village, as they can earn 2 to 5 times more working here compared to other rural places in China. They also need not worry about the high cost of living like their friends who work in bigger cities like Shanghai, as accommodation and meals are mostly provided for in Huaxi. Many in China are envious of Huaxi's gross domestic product or GDP, but some believe that it actually scores low in terms of gross happiness index, as villagers are expected to work hard. Some have to work 7 days a week. Their workplace, in some cases, pales in comparison to the lavish homes. The offices for the publicity team, for instance, are classrooms from an old school compound and remain barely furnished.
这是我们因为华西的一个传统嘛，我们叫这个艰苦奋斗，也是任何时候都不能忘了这个艰苦奋斗的这种精神。因为我们华西也不是原来一开始就是这么富。以前也是非常穷，虽然我们现在住得很好，但我们对这种办公我们不是追求得很好。
你这一代人，因为虽然年轻，可是还是毕竟有经历过那种从小房子搬到大房子的那个年代。那你会不会担心，就是像你的孩子那一辈，就是他们可能一生出来就是身在富裕当中，就不懂得要怎么去奋斗？
这个呢，我们一方面呢，就是利用我们的学校老师，他们会有华西的这种传统的教育，平时给他们灌输。那么他们在家里呢，由我们父母亲来给他教育，就是给他们讲以前的故事啊，包括我们有一些影像资料啊，可以放给他们看。
Huaxi is no doubt an ideal retirement village. Its elderly can live on pension, comprising a monthly allowance of up to 200 Sing dollars plus a free supply of rice and cooking oil. But is it equally attractive to its youths, given its very limited shopping options and entertainment outlets? And will the Huaxi miracle last for decades to come? We hear from Mr. Wu, the founding father of the village, next.
So you have heard from the reporter there. I now want to open up for Q&A. I mean, people are not getting any cash, right? They are getting everything from what? Everything is being deducted from their dividends. Imagine having to live that kind of life. You are finally there, but it will take time. All right, and there's no prison. Imagine the crime rate has reduced because people are no longer hungry. The reason why there's so much crime is because of poverty. So with this new economic evolution of the world, it was really to try and resolve those kind of issues in our society. There's this one particular video that was in the chats, that was circulating in the chats, in the groups, that, you know, it was somebody talking, like, I think it was coming from Zambia or something. The rich people don't sleep because the poor people are awake. You see? The poor people are awake because they are hungry. So you cannot sleep on an empty stomach. So the minute everybody is like wealthy, which is, of course it's not going to be like easy to get there, all of us, but at least it would have at least kind of like solved a lot of issues for most households, for people that listen and take initiative. When something is being presented to them, they start taking initiative, they take it seriously and stuff. So I hope you guys have heard that this thing does exist, and we are in this kind of project. So that's what the new economic evolution of the world is really trying to resolve. So my speech ends here. I'm now opening up for some Q&A, additions, subtractions, recommendation, concerns if there are any. Is it painting a better picture? Now do you understand what we are trying to do as a community, or what is it? Please unmute your mic and start talking to us. I mean, guys, in one of the closed meetings, actually I'm not supposed to say this, but the closed meeting is open to everybody that signs an NDA. Okay, our CRU has a potential to even exceed the price of WCRU. We are very excited about the WCRU reaching $2, $3. Actually, WCRU has got more potential to exceed that in the next 5 years. Why? Because of what's happening in the background. NDE. So these companies, maybe the companies from UGAIN, now, entrepreneurs, because people are business owners out there, but they are scared to actually expose everything. That's why people are running from tax, because they know when they're having so much business, the taxman comes and takes 40% or more or whatever, right? They're being penalized. So they're looking for ways to kind of like run or protect their wealth, because they worked so hard for it. It's not nice working for something and then Mr. Taxman comes and chops it in half and you are left with nothing. And you're always suffering and suffering and suffering. We are trying to get out of this trap, out of this matrix. All right? So the blockchain is the answer, and people and entrepreneurs have discovered that the blockchain is by far the safest place to hide your wealth. Not your wealth, to protect to protect your business from hackers, from your money being stolen by those people that are in charge, because they really steal away from us, right? So our blockchain is used. You'll see for those that are already, that obviously you're having access to your blockchains with your seed phrases. You'll see there's a number of coins out there. So it's like a person that's got a business, and they are renting space in our blockchain to run their business and put their wealth there. But what is it that they need from us for them to even to open that blockchain? Is CRU. So things like that will make our CRU highly in demand. The second thing is, once the people understand what WCRU stands for and the new economic evolution of the world, then they are going to want to buy as much CRU, because for now it's the cheapest way or method to acquiring this WCRU that we all need. Because the WCRU will pay you your dividends. And where are the dividends coming from? From the ecosystem making the money. Otherwise, we are going to go round and round and round in circles without a solution, always complaining and hopping from one opportunity to another because we are not getting joy from what we started. Okay, Rome was not built in one day. Are there any questions? Please feel free to unmute your mic and just give feedback based on what I have taught for today. You know, go and spread this information on the Facebook page. It's live. Share this information with as many people as you can. Right. So far, I'm having one viewer. I don't know who is that. Cannot tell who they are. Okay, let me just see. Oh, Ntombi Zodwa. Yeah, leader Ntombi. That's why she came to the room. I'm sure she wants to add. Hi, leader Ntombi. Do you want to add maybe or subtract from what I've been preaching about today? Just to, you know, bring our people's mind at ease, or maybe just to re-educate them, because I know you've done a lot of education in the past. Maybe people are just not listening. Okay, we lost Mr. Khama. Okay, I will share the link to this Hauchi thing. You can do your own research, but this is how it's spelled. It's Huaxi, Hauchi village. Okay? Feel free, guys. I won't bite you. Don't feel intimidated. This is just a conversation that we should be having. This is the kind of trainings that you need. And particularly this one, it was supposed to have been discussed maybe in the open mic sessions so that you guys can engage more. So I kind of like dedicate these days for Income Booster. So I hope you understand why we are doing Income Booster. And Income Booster is really, really going to set you free financially. Trust me, you're going to become a billionaire. I don't think even Leader Zodwa, she's a top manager. She was a top manager, but she didn't make how much? I'll tell you now. As a top manager, she hadn't made that amount. Okay, maybe I should share. Maybe I should share my screen here so that we can talk about something we are seeing. And I'll put Leader Zodwa on the spot. She must just disclose if I'm telling.
Hello, Leader.
If I'm not telling the truth, she will tell me if I'm lying, but she hasn't made that amount of money. Yes, hi, Leader. I'll just go to the top manager. You are still seeing my screen, right? Yes, who was talking? I didn't see who was talking.
Yes, it was me who wanted to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I just wanted to know, according to the timeline of WCRU, I think they said in February or sometime there, we shall begin to get some dividends. So from what you are telling us, I don't know whether we should put our hopes there or we turn our hopes to our children or grandchildren.
Okay, let me just answer this short and sweet. Okay, from what I was saying earlier is that this is a long-term project. Okay, so what is happening, what's been happening from last year until now, by the end of 22nd of February, is that there's been some audit that's been done. They are evaluating all our assets that make up this global investment portfolio. So they have been doing an audit. So they will disclose on the 22nd of February what is happening, how much are our assets worth, okay? And based on how much WCRU you are getting, it doesn't mean that on the 22nd of February or at the end of February, the dividends will be paid. And how much is being paid is another question to me. The value of our assets doesn't mean that there is money to pay for the dividends. The money has to be in the form of revenue, cash flow. The value meaning UG pay is worth this much. You gain. They're talking future. It's got a potential of bringing, like when they say somebody, let's say a Bill Gates or a Warren Buffett, he's a billionaire in value form. In value form. Not that he's got that money in his bank account. Not that if he's got people to pay dividends to, he's going to take the money and start dishing it out to people. That's not what it means. Okay? It means our portfolio of assets are worth this much. Okay? They are worth this much. But then, how much have we made? The sales have to come in. The sales, they have to come in. And that's where we start the revenues generated now. Where is the sale coming from? When entity, UGain is making money, UG Pay is making money, Global Unit Pay is making money, Evorich is making money, API is making money, API in conjunction with Genius of Finance is making money. All these entities, they have to make money. Evercent is making money. That's when you can start expecting, because now they will tell us, we have met our target. So far from what I know, we have made the $1 million mark, right? But you will get paid according to how much you are holding. Don't expect too much money. I don't know how much you will get paid. Nobody can tell. They are going to do some calculations, some algorithmic calculations to say, this is $1 million that we have met. From the $1 million, we have so many shareholders that have converted to WCRU. From that amount, then they start dissecting it according to your portfolio. If you get in 20 cents, you must be happy. Why? Because you haven't helped in sustaining these entities and making sure that these entities are making money. So the answer is not clear-cut to say, in fact, I must say this, you are not going to get dividends on the 22nd of February. Don't expect that. We as a community, the same way that we are doing with CRU program, we need to start doing what? Supporting our own projects. Because these projects are ours. We are the pioneers. I hope you remember that. I don't know if I managed to answer your question. I don't want to give you expectations and then I've given you false expectations. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say things that you want to hear. I'm telling you the truth. So the value of our assets is what is being evaluated and what will be disclosed on the 22nd. But the unfreezing of the WCRUs, the unfreezing, the 1%, is going to start also when? When did we start converting? From April, right? From April, or is it March? Last year. The 1% will kick in your blockchain. You will see the available WCRU, which you can take and trade in the Unitex. That's what you can do. And at the time, price of each WCRU will be $2 or $3. So if you're having 2 unlocked WCRUs, you can sell them on Unitex for $2 each. Have I answered your question, sir?
Fine.
Leader. Can I also add, Leader?
Yes, please.
Good morning, good afternoon,
Good
leaders.
afternoon,
How are
yes.
you? I'm trying to hide myself. I'm still on shift.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. Let me also add here. Remember when after the last meeting with Armand and Mila, they explained on the 22nd what happens.
Yes.
It's not everybody that purchased that converted at the very same time. We started purchasing WCRU in February. So those leaders that bought straight WCRUs in their back offices, their 1% will start unlocking because their one will make a year on that particular day.
Yes.
And then in the first conversion that we had, it was on the 29th of March 2021. For the leaders that made conversion on the first day, their 1% will start releasing on that day.
Yeah.
So how are they releasing the 1%? You'll start receiving your 1% for every month for 6 months. So 29 March, you get your 1%, 29 April, 29 May, June, July, you still get your 1% on monthly basis. Thereafter, it goes to 1.5%. So if you really wanted to feel that you're pressed, you can take them to Unitex and purchase. So the leaders that I also came in is that most leaders also had a challenge of, oh, what happened with our TNG shares? They're not reflecting in RSW. Support is open. If you still have a query to say, I've got the imbalances, what is transferred to RSW and what is left in my back office, we've got a criteria. If your RSWs, if your TNG shares in your TNG portfolio are still 1,000, please don't even come to support. We are not going to assist you. You will still, they will remain in your TNG tab. If your TNG parts, your pre-equity shares in your TNG, the train shares are more than 1,000, and when you have sent to RSW is not what you had in your back office, you can contact support. They will ask you for some information. Please provide the information as requested so that they can check to say they will put you on the list. We are busy working on a Google Docs. Okay. If you know of your team members that have not yet registered in RSW, go get them and say, leaders, let's move all of us to RSW. Let's see if all your assets are up to date, because if we close this Google Docs, we are not going to go back. Remember, we also requested to say leaders had their TNG shares not corresponding to RSW. So please do not miss this opportunity. It's not in the back office. That means you won't find it in the back office. You'll only find it when you have requested it from the support. So it is just a privilege that let's take our African people to say, guys, this is an opportunity. Do not be left behind. If you registered your kids and they did not have their 10G shares transferred, if it is a minor that was under 18, if it's a new partner, this is that you are trying to register your kid, as long as it's not over 18 in RSW, he will not be registered. But if you brought your kid from RSW that was registered, verified, when you bring him to RSW, he will remain verified. The only thing that you need to do, if he is now over 18, provide new documents in RSW to make sure that the account is up to date. If you haven't registered, maybe some of your kids, make sure that they are registered so that their accounts are up to date. That's all that I'm leading to say. Leaders, do not let us not be left aside. Let us be done. And also, let's check on our, what is it? I think most of the leaders are having the unlocked CRUs. We are not financial advisors, but if you can take that opportunity and you are still looking up for tokens, use that opportunity, sell some and get it, and increase your portfolio. You can sell this side and buy this side so that you can have both portfolios. Don't only focus on, I've got CRUs, I've got WCRUs. There is the Evorich that is going to be starting this month. Grab it. If they say, I'm gonna money, grab whatever that you can grab on the other side, sell and get the money and buy on the other side so that you can create your own portfolio. The bigger the portfolio is, the better. So it's up to you. If you've got money stashed somewhere, go collect it, put it ready, because you know, for the leaders that we hear when we started with the CRU, you know that the first stage, it did not even last more than 4 days. The second stage, within 3 hours, everything was done. So I am just pleading to say, get ready, be ready when we start with the tokens of the of the Evorich. Be there, take part, and you'll reap the reward. Remember, most of us have what is it? The statuses. We have changed the statuses. I mean, I'm already a consultant. Make no mistake, I'm already a consultant now. So I am moving to a manager very soon. I'm waiting for those tokens to be launched. When those tokens to be launched, I've got my people ready, lined up for the day. They haven't paid yet, but they've already lined up. They have been registered. They're just waiting for the tokens. So when they start, then we move in the structure. So you need to plan. What is it that you want to achieve in life? The future is in your hands. Remember, leaders, if you are still hesitating, The profit investor, their prices are increasing on weekly, monthly basis. If you are waiting to say, I'll only do it when I feel like it's the right time, I've got more money, you want to pay almost 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And remember, whilst you're here, you'll have, when you've got money, that thing of reading, studying, it's not going to be there. But whilst you don't have money, it will be a good opportunity to start learning, know how to do things on your own. Stop pretending with anger sharp. This is the right time. Let's learn together. Our institution is there for learning. If we all receive this information about financial literacy whilst we were at school, I don't think we would be where we are today. We would be doing things differently. We will be millionaires and billionaires right now. We wouldn't have worked for Uber's John. We wouldn't have done a lot of things, but at least we still have that opportunity to get and grab the best out of the whole project. Thanks from my side, leader.
Thank you
I
very much.
am so happy to have you.
Thank you so much, my leader, and thanks for this very important information that you have just shared with us. Thank you for making the time to attend. It's information that I wouldn't have touched on, since you are in the, in the back, like in the what do they call them? In the back scene. You know what's happening, and she's having all the information real time, and she's gathered a lot of education ever since she's been working for support. So she's well positioned. You see, she's even now moved from, you were an agent, right, my leader? Now she's now a consultant. What is it that she did to position herself? Already she's qualifying. As you can see, she's qualifying for that Evorich pen and the branded bag, laptop bag, right? Because you've moved.
Yes.
So that maxi status started in October last year. So she's going to get, she'll be one of the first people to be incentivized with this laptop bag and premium pen. She's moving to manager. She'll get the next laptop. Leader manager, she will get that Gucci bag or a Louis Vuitton. Then she will definitely go back to top manager and go to Maldives. So she will be inspiring a lot of us, a lot of people that are like fast asleep, that it's real, it's happening. So this is the approach that we are trying to like lure the people to see the bigger picture, to say, guys, let's do this, let's grow together. The one question that I had for you, Leader Ntombine, is that just looking at these figures here, right? You were a top manager.
I don't see your screenshot. I don't see your camera. I don't see your screen.
Can everybody else see my screen? I can see it on this computer. Can everybody else see it, or is it just me that's seeing it? Okay.
We can see it.
You can see it, okay. So I'll just read it out to you. 29 million as a top manager. Is it the amount that you made, that you managed to make as a top manager? You see?
You can reach there because remember what we were looking at with the previous one.
Yeah.
Especially with us, we moved up with a 2x2. The 2x2 years would have made about 500, 600,000 out of that. But with these current rents, it is possible because if you have to move with the bigger structure, if you put your first line, the more you have people in the first line, it makes it very easy for you. Yeah. And remember, there was one marketing plan that most of us we did not do. Remember, we started with the 4x4 and we switched to a 2x2. But with a 4x4 leader, it is working much better, much better, because with the other amount that you didn't do with the other two that you did not have at the time.
Yeah.
Now you want to have it because they are paid. Yes. It makes it different.
Exactly. And now it actually helps with the cash flow that's coming with it, because now the burning thing and the one thing that people are looking after, they're looking for or looking towards, is the cash flow, is the money, because they are always asking the same question: when are we getting paid? It's because there's no money coming in. But the minute people start realizing that the money is there, it's just a matter of you taking action and positioning yourself and being strategic about where you want to get to, then it will make a difference, you see. So I was always saying in my presentations that I doubt that any of the leaders there have made this kind of money. But with the new compensation plan and we following it properly and doing it properly, this is very possible. It's very, very possible.
And what I like again, leader, is that with the average, you move with the structure.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. If you involve your partner from the beginning, say maybe there is a project. We started with TNG. When the partners that I had in my TNG purchased the CRU, I benefited. When we're going to be purchasing that tokens for everything,
Yes.
I am still going to benefit from it. You don't start afresh. The structure that is there still pays you. So
Yes.
that's one positive thing, unlike the other companies.
Yeah.
So you move with the structure. If there is a new project coming on board, go back to your old partners and remind them to say, guys, we've got a new one.
Yeah.
Come on board, join it.
Exactly.
Like I'm saying, for the leaders that are saying, remember, I'm going to make an example. Yeah? There is already packages that will be shared very soon in the back offices to say with $50 how many tokens you can buy or have.
Yeah.
Already, remember, you are only going to convert those CRUs in 2024 with a low rate. They are just sitting there, they're just generating 40%, which we are all sharing on the UNT base. They are there, they're not doing that much because for the people that have WCRU and people that have staked for CRU, let me put it, maybe I might understand it in another way. We've got our WCRU, which are stacked, isn't it?
Yes.
We are getting new entities out of it. There's leaders that have got AMA unlocked CRUs. They have stacked them and they're getting AMA UNTBs. Okay.
Yeah.
For a person who has stacked AMA WCRUs to get UNTBs, he is not getting the same as the one that is stacked CRUs to get UNTBs. They are getting lesser UNTBs. That's how it works. Okay. So they are sitting there. We are not financial advisors, but they are sitting there. There is a new product that can give you another portfolio. A bit can be sold so that you can get that leg as well. And then you know that you have 40, so you now going to have your TNG. If your TNG, they are done with the project, they are paying dividends, you're going to have it. You've got your WCRB, which will pay your dividends. You're going to have your Eversend, which will be another portfolio that will pay you your dividends. And then for the leaders that are owning up NTE licenses, that's going to be another portfolio for you. So you are already sitting with 4 portfolios. At some other point, these portfolios can each pay you a dividend in 1 month. It means how many salaries are you going to get? 4.
Exactly.
Can you see? Exactly.
So yeah, guys,
So
it's time to wake up. It's
to
time
the
to
leaders, to the leaders, we're just trying to say, wake up, see, but smell the perfume. The perfume is here. Smell it.
Yes, indeed. The perfume is here, guys. Let's smell it. Let's share the opportunity with as many people as you can. Don't just think that you want to wait for the rush hour when everybody's buying and then you start running, because by that time people have already positioned themselves. People have most probably not even done it correctly. They're just doing it for their own self, and you're most probably losing out on the potential people that are interested in such. You never know. Any person that you come across is your potential client. You see, you can start with the current structure that you are having, but it doesn't stop you from also going out and interesting these people also that are new, that don't know anything about what we are trying to do inside our company. So nothing is stopping you guys. I really, really urge you to start paying attention, start attending the meetings, learn. At least if you cannot make the weekly ones, the Saturday open mic sessions, and I believe Leaders Order has been to one of them. I'm sure you guys can come, and Leaders Nalo will be here to answer those burning questions and feed you with the latest developments. And I like it when Leader Zodwa is here, because she's very kind of like very plugged in, because it's compulsory for her to know exactly what's happening, what's coming. So you will be pretty much like up to date with what's happening, the new developments, and it will actually grow you as a person, you see. So guys, leaders, I just want to thank you. Is there any other questions before I close? Is there any other questions? Guys, I'm going to Mexico. I don't know about you guys, by the end of October. In October this year. So we are having until October to actually reach these statuses. So you can only get to Mexico. They only recognize you when you have reached at least a status of a consultant and up. So Leader Zodwa, we are going there, right? We will be there, definitely. So I hope you guys are seeing the bigger picture and you're excited about what's happening and what's coming, and you will start sharing this information with as many people as you can. So Any other questions, concerns, comments, recommendations? Okay, thank you for your input or your a pleasure to do that, and we hope we have opened up like more eyes, because it's very important. Okay, I'm gonna close this, and for now, and just thank you guys. Tomorrow same time, and then we do the actual presentation of income booster, so that at least you understand how it works. Or otherwise, you can easily contact Leader Zotwa and find out exactly how she did it, because she has now moved to a consultant. She's working hard, guys, and I believe it's the education that she's getting that's helping her to also like put in the work, you know, to be encouraged, and what's in it for her, because that's what matters. Grow yourself. Doesn't make sense for you to be in a company and stay stagnant and not grow. Doesn't make any sense at all. So yeah, thank you all for your time. Tomorrow same time, same place. Watch us from Facebook, or you can comment if you're on Facebook, or you can just join us here on Google Meet. Thank you all. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Marina.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cyril. I was don't know what I'm not Get welcome, guys.
Okay, thank you, Linda. Thanks for your time. Can I have some, play some good music? Let's go to Mexico. Matsidi so.